knocking on the door. Ten Hag's knocking on the door now, bruv. Yeah? Talk the things now, bruv. All week, bruv. My confidence has been so high. And you know the reason why? Because we won today, bruv. 2-1. Simple, bruv. Come back from behind. I don't want to hear no cheat talk. Nothing. 10 years, bruv. We're having to watch you lot run the show, bruv. 6-1, 6-3, 4-0, 4-1, 2-0 last season training game. No way you were coming today to win at Old Trafford. Bro, Marcus Rashford, come on. Marcus Rashford, let's come on. Listen.
Everyone do it. I know you're watching at home. Everyone at home, do it. Do it.
Come on.
I know Mo's doing it as well. Mo's doing it at home as well. He's joining us shortly. Manchester United, I don't want to get gassed. 2 more games, people. 6 points. We are in a title race. We are officially in a title race. We beat Crystal Palace. We beat Arsenal. This is the perfect way to get off onto the front foot. Guys, I'm going to tell you now and I'm going to scream it. Daps is my brother, right? I wanted Daps on this stream to represent Man City. It was part of the plan. The VAR has got him in VAR mode. He is not feeling it. He sent me a voice note. He is vexed. He is unhappy. But he will come on and give you his reaction, guys. Later today, maybe tomorrow. But right now, you know when it hurts? He's hurting. Man, them. Never a foul. My people, there's 30 of you here. Big up Cass, big up Soup, big up Mo, who's going to join us shortly. Big up my guy Daps. But today, Manchester, like Soup says, one of our co-founders, is fucking red. It's red. We're talking today. Mo said to me at the start of the season we would get top 4. I didn't believe him. People said we could be in the title race. I didn't believe them. But you know one person who did believe? Erik Ten Hag.
Bro, he's believing and listen, everything he's saying is channeling to these group of players. Listen, when we went 1-0 down, second half, obviously Marshall had to come off. So we didn't have a target man to hold the ball up. And City were just dictating the game. They were popping off passes. They were gaining confidence. And the one time, Fred was sensational today. Brilliant today, but the one time he left De Bruyne, he got away, assisted.
Very good tactical analysis, that's true.
You're thinking of past United teams, our head just goes and we capitulate. Bruv, we stuck to the task. Got a break, Bruno Fernandes. Bro, listen, you see that guy, bro? Please don't talk about Bruno, bro. Yeah, you say you don't talk about Bruno. Today, bro, we're talking about Bruno, bro.
We're talking about it
man got
all.
The equaliser, set the pace, garnacho, bro, Manchester United, bro, doing what we do, bro, bringing the youth through. We breed them, bro. And when they breed, they come through, bro. And yeah,
today
garnacho,
changed the game because we were looking at it. I was looking at it second half. I was actually like, Biz, how do we score? I don't see us scoring. The Marshall went off, and even though he's half injured, he was making the ball stick. We had actually something going forward. Second half, capitulation. City were knocking on the door, and I thought City would go on and be 2-3-0 up. They were not ruthless. That was not the sign of a team going for their 3rd back-to-back Premier League title. Something's been fragile. Something's been fragile all season. Erling Haaland delivering individually. City, are they performing as a team? I don't know, but they've got a big February, March, April, and May. Let me get through the comments, and then I'm going to add Mo in because I know he's going to ask us questions. He's going to come with the neutral perspective, but we've got energy today. Big up the Man City fans all here as well. We love you guys, always supporting the stream. But the Manchester United fans, you know we love y'all. It's our day today, and no one can take that shine off you. Big up Daniel, an absolute disgrace. We were robbed. Anyone denying that is a disgrace. I am denying that, and we're going to talk about it. We win that game without that shocking decision. Smash the like. I love that. Big up Cass as well. Obviously said United were going to win. He's at the game. He's going to give you his reaction later or tomorrow as well. Guys pulling a Didier thing. That's an absolute disgrace. Somebody called Jogba 911. I told all these City fans what would happen. You, man, chose the wrong season to get cocky. Cry more is what Dan says. Rashford played the ball. The motion of shielding the ball and dribble motion itself considered dribbling. He's impacting the play. Do you know what? It's going to be interesting to see what Mo thinks on that. Big up Soups. Manchester's red. I know you love the day out today at Old Trafford. Manchester is blue. No, it's not today, Daniel. Big up Mike G. United. Love that. Big up Kenshi every single time. Marshall is injured, but look what he done with one leg in the first half. Manchester is blue. Clear cheating. Come on. Give me real logic into why this is cheating today. Manchester United have won. Man City were 1-0 up. And if you were good enough, you wouldn't be just talking about this VAR decision. You had 90 minutes.
You know, it's a funny thing. This wasn't brought up last week for Connor Cody's goal against United because when Varane had to make the header, Cody was in an offside position. So the same sort of situation happened where they played on. Salah scored the goal last week for Liverpool against Wolves. But this is the new rule now, isn't it? Literally, he was onside. You know what I'm saying? He's not affecting the play. He's not touched the ball.
He's not touched the ball. If anything, Bruno Fernandes, great interpretation, great mind to think about that. And he capitalised while City was sleeping in the zoo. Simple as that. You're sleeping at Old Trafford and you can't sleep at Old Trafford with the former in this season. Sophie says, enjoy your moment. We definitely will, Sophie. I like that as well. We're loving it. And you're a bit of a good loser as well. And I like to see that as well. Your team will come again. Haaland makes the team poor. Woo! Let me bring in Mo because Mo, you screamed up for, you screamed Ten Hag is the guy. You said it early. You said it wouldn't take 2 years. It wouldn't take 3 years. We have to talk.
Listen, there are 2 parts of this conversation today. I hope you guys can hear me well.
All good, perfect now.
Number 1, Ten Hag in the first half out-tactic Pep Guardiola, 100%. There is no... I was talking to Daps on the watch-along halftime, and he's asked me, who's the City's worst player? I said Pep. Like the players of Man City were not taking the right places. Manchester United players were absolutely in the right place at the right time. Every time City had the ball, you prevented them from playing football, basically, the first half. And it looked like Man United, even though you had only 30% of the position, but that 30% of the position was where you wanted, and the 60% of Man City's position where your manager wanted exactly the places. Yeah, the ball is going to go here, and it went there. So brilliant first half. You couldn't capitalize. I'm not going to put it on anybody. Rashford should have scored. He has an absolutely great form. Martial, I know you like him. I know you like him. He got the ball stick, but he chose the wrong pass about 4 times. He chose the wrong move, Martial, the first half. And that's why he was subbed out, by the way. The reason why Martial was subbed out is not because
he's injured. He's injured.
Is he?
Yeah.
So maybe he picked the wrong passes because he was holding the ball too much.
Yeah, he had a fitness test this morning.
Yeah, I was listening to Peter Schmeichel yesterday on the BBC Daily, and he was saying something. He said, "It's this City team. If you pick the ball off them and you bypass the press, and this is Mourinho said that 10 years ago against any Pep team, you bypass the press with the right pass between the lines, you're in. You're 4-on-3. You're 3-on-2. It happened 3-4 times.
We had a few of that today.
Exactly. You pick the right pass between the line. You bypass that first wave of press. You're in, and it happened. But sometimes it fell to Rashford, sometimes it fell to Martial, but you couldn't capitalize in the first half. But the first half, I would give United 7, just because you couldn't score, even though I think you had 2 clear-cut chances. Rashford should have had a better touch, should have scored. It should have been 1-0.
He should have taken the keeper, and he took it by the keeper. He had both.
Yes, both. It is 2 clear-cut chances, to be honest. Any other day, Rashford would have scored this. As for the second half, I think your energy, Pep Guardiola gave a great speech, and I think you guys agree that they came out second half absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
And we thought that they dominated the game the second half where they wanted. They created chances, crosses, far post crosses, and the goal they scored is absolutely great.
Yeah.
I know you want to come to the VAR decision. I'm a neutral, and I want to tell you that, and I said that before with Cass. I said I wanted Man United to win because I am, as a neutral, I want to see the Premier League more compact. I want to see teams come closer. You know what I mean? I don't want to be 2-horse race up top and then a race for top 4. I wanted Newcastle.
You want everyone involved.
I want everybody involved to get involved. You know what? To get a better Premier League, you want everybody involved. For the goal, it's as simple as that. And I know I'm gonna tell you the logic behind it. I know you're a Man United fan,
and then I want your opinion, and then we'll
exactly. And I want to tell you that basically the law says that if the player interferes with the play by impeding an opposition from playing the ball, by impeding the decision of opposition, that's what the law says, right? The fact that Rashford kept running towards the ball and had the ball between his feet, that means Akanji and Edison have to think about Rashford shooting the ball because they don't see the flag. So Rashford was on the way of Akanji going towards, even though he didn't touch it, it doesn't matter. The word impeding the play doesn't mean touching the ball. That means impeding the angle of a defensive run. That's what it means. I'm not just saying that. This is just, it's written in the law. Tim Howard on NBC said that if you're a goalkeeper and you see the ball between somebody's feet, you are positioning yourself towards that shot. and Rashford had the ball between his feet. He didn't touch it. And Akanji was running behind Rashford. So all I want you to imagine is that if Rashford was not there, where would Akanji go? Sprint towards the ball because Rashford is not there.
They get the ball. They get the ball, yeah.
Exactly. So
but
that's
they didn't.
Exactly. So a win is a win. A decision goes your way. But I think, and I said it on the watch, this is one of the worst offside decisions I've seen.
No. This is the thing, and I get it. Logic-wise, in terms of the law, when you're thinking you're breaking it down fully technically, you're probably right on that.
But
when
Ty, I'm gonna let you finish. There are 6 referees looking at this.
Exactly, and you know what? It's not our fault. It's not your fault. It's not our fault. It's not Manchester United fans' fault, and it's not Man City's fault.
It's not Bruno Fernandes' fault.
It's the ref have made the decision. They've given the goal. We're cheering. We're back in the game at 1-0. And City are 1-0, just like us, and they can go on and score another goal. We still have to go on and score another goal to win the game, and so do Man City.
But imagine that against your team.
I admit, do you know what? I would be annoyed, but I'm going to be honest with you. And I look at football subjectively, Mo. I was watching that with Biz, and every time me and Biz watch a game, and you've met Biz as well, we talk about football in a logic term. We're not biased. I watched that, and I said, that is a goal. My gut instinct in real time said he's not touched it. Bruno Fernandes comes in from an onside position and he shoots the ball into the net. Now, listen, at the end of the day, Bruno Fernandes has used his mind and his brain to get into that position, read the game, and actually shoot the ball into the back of the net. If Man City players are switched on and wanted to be the same with Bruno, they could have got in there and maybe got the ball first or cleared it or whatever it was. At the end of the day, the Man City players slept a little bit on that job in them specific 3 or 4 seconds, and Manchester United capitalised. 1-1, game on, Manchester United go on and win the game.
Fantastic. You're putting it in a footballing perspective.
Exactly.
But I want to have Biz's opinion. You're putting footballing opinion. Biz, I know you're neutral when it comes to like decisions, right? This decision, if you're a referee, you're not a Man United fan. This decision, is it right or wrong? Flat out. Is it subjective?
No, I'm not going to lie. My first reaction was offside. I didn't even celebrate when Bruno Fernandes put the ball in the net. My first reaction was offside. But then I remembered last week from the Mo Salah situation when I can't remember the Wolves centre back when he had.
No. That's a different law. That's a different law.
But it's still the same though, isn't it?
It's a different law. It's a different law. It's a different law. No. The defender passed the ball. That law. Anyway, I don't want to get into that, but the defender passing the ball back, intention or no intention, is different than interfering with the play. Is the forward in an offside position? Did he interfere with the decision making of Akanji and Edison? The fact, you can't say no, he did, because there is no fact about it. But anyway, I want to move on to a different thing.
No.
The mentality of Man United.
That's it,
the mentality. And the thing is, well, big up Daniel as well. It is football. The bottom line is the goal has stood. I want to make this clear. The goal has stood, and you're going to be angry no matter what team it is that go against you. But the thing is, Man City still had 90 minutes to score. They still had a time to go on again. And Man City did not actually play well. So
they did score.
They did score. But the bottom line is, I'm going to be honest with you, we were shit in the second half. Man City weren't exactly amazing. Man City have not been that good this season. So we have to speak on it. I'm not just coming on here and saying Manchester United were lucky to win because of VAR. No, we were shit in the second half, guys. And we've got a decision that's gone our way, but we've still gone on to then win the game when we've actually played poor in the second half. So this comes on to mentality.
Listen, as much as that last season, Man City got the decision against Arsenal. If you remember,
we don't win that game last season, Mo.
No,
we don't.
All I want to say is that at the end, I see it as is. Like I said, it's an offside decision. However, there is hundreds of calls within the season that goes in a team's way. This went your way.
Swings and roundabouts, man. Swings and roundabouts. But
exactly.
Mo, we want to focus on why Man City haven't been the same team. Would you say they're having the same negative effect that happened to Manchester United last season when Cristiano Ronaldo playing in the front line?
So listen, Manchester City last season, before this game, they were 5 goals less, but 2 points ahead. Yeah. However, there is one player that scored 21 goals of the goals they scored. Half the goals probably is scored by one player. Does he make them better? I don't think so. Does he make them worse? No. But it's just an awkward situation. You know, when you have, like Ronaldo last year scored freaking 18 goals. Did you take him out of the team? You couldn't. Did he make the team worse? Maybe, probably. I think it's not that I mean Haaland makes them worse, but it's gonna take time to adjust. Yes, he gets the tapping goals, he gets the runs behind the defense, but is it really his fault? It's not. Is it Pep's fault? No. But you have to like move Aguero, move Jesus, get a new player. So it's gonna take time. So it's absolutely astonishing.
But the thing is, though,
he scored 21 goals. It's astonishing that he scored 21 goals.
But Mo, the thing is, though, when Pep came to Man City, he made Aguero work for his system, not Haaland work into...
Aguero was actually a striker that ran the channels. He was able to move. Haaland just stays fixed within that sort of central area. I saw today Haaland actually dropping deep at times to get the ball for frustration.
No, that's frustration.
It didn't look like him.
That's frustration.
It didn't look like him. Frustration. Exactly. Frustration
because
didn't look like him. He was doing something that was uncomfortable. To be honest with me, I'm going to put it out there. Haaland is a phenomenal striker, Mo. Biz, phenomenal striker. He puts the ball in the back of the net, 25 goals. However, if you've not got Haaland getting the ball within the 18-yard box like Ruud van Nistelrooy and giving him chances, he's ineffective. In it's simple as that. You can go in blind, and if you watch football from a technical and a tactical point of view, when you have Aguero, Alvarez, and other players like that, yes, they might not be as devastating in front of goal, but they run the channels. They can bring other
also their passing is way more
and they can pass better.
Haaland, right?
Haaland is an 18-yard box player. Today,
no. He's a counter-attacking player. He can run at your defense, but he's not a tight spaces player. He's not Aguero that can come in, make a triangle with, like, you remember Aguero used to make a triangle with Sane. Like, this didn't but anyway, long story short, to be honest,
I got a voice note from Daps. He wants me to play out for the people in a minute as well, Bo, after your point.
But anyway, about the first half, this is the Man United that I told you about before the season is like the Man United that is very well drilled on the pitch. The Man United that is like every player knows exactly what to do. I actually I don't like Malacia. He fouled too much. He should have got a yellow card very early. He had 6 fouls in the first half. It's aggressiveness that is needed in the game. But I don't know why. You guys can tell me why Martinez didn't start the game.
I'll be honest with you. Luke Shaw has been brilliant at centre-back for me. I think he's been brilliant. And also, Malacia has actually come in, and I think he had that tenacity and that sort of rawness, energy that we've needed. And also, when we played Liverpool as well in our first home game, when we won, when we changed sort of the team, Malacia was a big part of that, and he gets in people's faces. So, for me, I think Martinez has probably just had a bit too much fun in Argentina. He's come back, and other players have stepped up. And I love that from Ten Hag. The mentality from Ten Hag to say, right, with discipline. We saw Rashford late to the meeting. He did not play, even though he's in the form of his life. There's balance across this team. There's discipline, and players play on merit. And I love that because it keeps every player on their toes. And, you know, Luke Shaw's been phenomenal at centre-back. He's not the world-beater centre-back, I get it. But for someone to play left-back all their life and then come in at centre-back at this elite level and play in these type of games and still not look out of place, brilliant from Varane and Luke Shaw as a partnership. And Martinez, you know, it's great to have depth, and that's what you want. I weren't complaining today.
And I'm talking about depth. Even Wan-Bissaka, that's a player that we were talking about moving on this January.
I was gonna do that. Yeah, it's absolutely great today.
Has not put a foot wrong, and even the opposite way now going forward, he's holding on to the ball. His ball retention is fantastic. You know, he's not cheap in possession anymore. It just feels like everything's starting to click at United bit by bit. And it's just taken time, but the Ten Hag era seems to be knocking at the door right now. And I didn't expect it to be happening this quick.
Yeah.
I thought maybe in the next couple of months and maybe beginning of next season, we'll really start to see.
I saw it the first game that you played Arsenal and you won 4-0 in the friendly. And I saw the team coming out and playing.
Oh, Liverpool, yeah.
Liverpool, I'm sorry. And I said, hey, listen, this guy has a plan. He's going to try to execute the plan. Once he gets a couple more players, 3 more players, yes. Before Casemiro, though, you know what? Casemiro, I was listening to Peter Drury on the
had an average game today, Mo.
He's actually he was one of the best in terms of positioning. Yes, he didn't have that much interceptions, but you'd know like the positioning of a defensive midfield is essential to everybody else because he's the one who's talking to the forwards, where to press, where to go. Fernandes, everybody. And I thought, yes, Fred provided energy and stuff, but I thought Casemiro today was a leader in that midfield. I saw him pointing to Fred where to go. I saw him pointing to Rashford.
You could see, do you know what, that connection of them from Brazil really helped today because, you know, you had to grind today. You know you had to fight back and you know you had to go through hard times. To beat Man City, it's never going to be pretty. You are going to be under the cosh.
Would you have the same talk, Ty, if you didn't win the game? You had a brilliant first half.
Okay.
You had a brilliant first half. Second half, he started very slow. They were picking all the right passes, Man City. They had about 2-3 chances to cross the ball.
Do you know why? Right, there's two things. That's a great question because me and Biz actually spoke about it before we equalised. Two parts to this game, and I'm going to be honest with you. I know you said about Martial coming off, but obviously in the first half, he was the only one that made the ball stick. He was getting in them little pockets in between the halfway line, and he was flicking it off left and right, and we're starting to build attacks and build momentum. He went off, and I'm going to be honest with you. For the first time this season, me and Biz were discussing Ten Hag getting it wrong. We said it. We thought the subs, Eriksen was having a poor game and he was keeping him on. He brought on Anthony, who we know is a technical player, but he's not going to beat a man or run in behind. And we thought we need an outlet. We need like garnacho because Rashford hasn't got, the explosiveness.
Well, with Martial in that first half, not just going forward, holding up the ball, he done well. Defensively, he keeps the shape. He sits right in between
where Rodri is.
I agree with all of this. I just think sometimes he picks the wrong.
Those two guys are just bringing the ball out.
I absolutely agree with you.
At the Etihad, Mo, when you think about it, Rashford played up front and Kanji was just travelling up with the ball. Today, Martial just sits there in the middle with Bruno or Eriksen and he stops the line.
But I still think he's not. He needs someone to teach him or tell him where to pass. Like many times on the right side, he would look at the right.
Good at that. I think he just had an off game today. He's actually very good with that normally. So I'm not gonna. We'll watch it from now and see throughout the season. Saying 5 games.
Like look at this. I want to tell you, like he picks because his first touch is immense. The guy technically is a brilliant player. First touch, puts it down and has the turn. But I think his decision making in terms of the next pass is off a little bit. And
I just think he looked a bit leggy today. I could tell he weren't fit.
Maybe. Like, look at Bruno Fernandes. Today, Bruno Fernandes always picked the right pass. Every time.
He did done well today. He played on the right, though. And I think when you play on the right as well, you have to think more because you're getting the ball out on... You're not in the central areas where you've got the whole pitch where you're able to make errors because you're passing it left and right or central and, you can make mistakes. When you're on the right-hand side, you're only passing the ball left, which is inwards. So, like, his passing lanes are sort of... were limited, which made him have to make the right decision, to be fair. But do you know what? If we didn't win today, I was going to have a bit of a go at Ten Hag because I just thought that, like, we set up...
talking about second half.
We set up more... Do you know what it was, Mo? But we set up more to stop Man City rather than for us to try and impose ourselves in the game. And then when they went 1-0 up, I thought, it's backfire now because where do we go from here? But we've got to talk about it. We've had 5 minutes of madness. I'm a Manchester United fan. I was sitting there watching that game thinking, how do we score? You watch games and you're like, yep, a goal's coming here. Or, we're opening them up. We just scored out of nowhere. Obviously, the contentious decision, which people would talk about for the rest of the weekend. But then Garnacho to come on and show, that freshness, that, no fear, that attitude at 18 years of age that, we nearly lost the ball. But he gets the ball back. He twists back on his left foot and just says, you know what? I'm lashing it across the 6-yard box. I couldn't believe that spell of 5 minutes that we had. We had a Manchester United today that in years we have not seen that would have folded. We had a Manchester United that dug deep. We had warriors in there with Fred, Casemiro, even Martinez when they come on, heading it out deep. I'm not trying to say that the tide is turning in Manchester, but for years, I said to Daps this week, this derby is the closest derby we are going to see in years in terms of going into it feeling confident. Manchester United fans were not confident for no reason. Rashford was not confident for no reason. I said the best Manchester City turns up, they win that game. The best Manchester City didn't turn up, and we won that game today. People ruled us out. People thought that we wouldn't come there and actually do the business, and it was a hype job. Who have we beaten? Well, we've beaten Liverpool. We've beaten Spurs. We've beaten Arsenal. We've beaten Man City all at home. Manchester United need respecting people. Yes, we haven't got the best squad. I get it. But we've got players that are fighting for that shirt. We've got a manager that is in the top 5 up-and-coming managers in the world of football. We have beaten Man City now. People need to respect us. We beat Palace next week. We beat Arsenal next week. And I'm not saying we're going to win the title, but there's no reason why you can't mention Man City in that sentence. You can't throw Manchester United into the same sentence. We have beaten Man City, the team that everyone's talking about winning the league. We have done that. We've done our job. Now, I'm not getting gassed, but we have done what we've needed to do at home against the big sides. Start respecting us. Today, Manchester United is running Manchester. Today, 14th of January. Today, we'll have our moment.
Listen, now, one more. If they can, I know you got Weghorst this, but I'm looking at the team and I'm looking at the coach, and you got rid of Ronaldo, and I'm not sure if Weghorst is the right guy for the job. However, I think he provides a different option for you up top. You imagine a game like today and you reach 80 minutes and you need to get, like, how many times Malacia and Bruno Fernandes were on the side looking for a cross, but there's nobody to cross to.
Yeah.
There's nobody. Imagine if you have a big forward out there that would score.
Great plan B, Mo.
Exactly. But anyway, I think this title, if Man City beat Arsenal and you beat Arsenal, I think you're officially in a title race, and it's not by choice.
You're saying it, yeah? I'm gonna remember this, Mo. If we
no. I said it yesterday. I said actually, if you beat Man City, you're in a title race. Being in a title race is not a choice. Fans can just say, "Oh, we are just playing for top 4." Being in a title race is not a choice, because being in a title race depends on the other teams. And Man City lost points in 3 out of the last 5 games. Arsenal drew to Newcastle. If Arsenal lose to Man City and they play Man City twice within 2 weeks, and you win against Arsenal, it's not a choice. It's not a choice that Ten Hag can choose to not be in a title race. You're officially in a title race.
Yeah.
Halfway through the season.
The funny thing is, Mo, as well, and you respect this. We're not in. You're just saying it perfectly. We're not in a title race, but we have not said all season we're going to be in a title race. We have never said we're going to win the league or anything like that. But if we find ourselves there in that position, and all of a sudden our form does drop off, I don't want to be hearing people saying you flopped this or you bottled your title charge. No, we're in a position that we should never have been in. So we're overachieving, and you would agree with that, Mo?
Well, yes, but also in the same time, do you remember Arsenal last season when they started the season? Everybody said they only wanted to get top 6, and suddenly 5 games towards the end of the season, they find themselves in a top 4 position and they lost it. And we said they bottled it. Listen, if you
title and top 4 is different.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. However, who's fighting for the title this year? It's Arsenal, which is, yes, they have been in a great form.
True.
Exactly. Man City. Did we expect Man City to drop points in all these games until now? They lost. How many games they lost, Man City? I think they lost 2 games. 2 games now, and drove
Brentford, us, and I thought they lost 1 more, but maybe not.
So I'm gonna check it. But
Liverpool.
Yeah.
So imagine that Man City 18 games already dropped points in 5 of them, which is more than a quarter of these games. That's not the Man City we know, right? So it's not a like. If you, I don't want to say you bottled it, because you can be 7 points tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The race. However, if Arsenal lose to Spurs and you get closer 2 points, it's anybody's title, right? Especially this Man City that doesn't look like they're going to sign anybody this winter, by the way. This is the team that's going to stay. You already signed a player. Modric is not going to Arsenal, and I don't think he affects Arsenal that much. He's just depth for Europa League.
Yeah, depth for Martinelli and stuff.
Yeah. You know that he's not a starter for them. They're not going to sign a forward. So for me, like, listen, Ten Hag today proved that he can beat anybody, and it didn't matter if it's Liverpool. You already beaten Liverpool. You already beaten Arsenal. You already beaten Spurs. You drew with Chelsea, if I can remember, right? And then you beat Man City. So who? Said wants to come in.
I'm gonna send. I'm sending. I'm gonna send.
So who says
need energy from him
that you can't win the title? Nobody. If someone comes to me and tell me, no, but Man United, they're not there yet. Sorry, you spent 200 million, probably 120 of them in the right place, 130, which is Casemiro and Martinez. Absolutely spot on. Martinez came next to Varane. Your defense went from 5 to 9 or something like this. It's as simple as that. Casemiro, he told his agent, I was listening to Peter Drury, and he said that he told his agent, when his agent called him and said, Manchester United are offering this much, he said, okay, let's go and change the club. The guy came.
That's what we needed.
Exactly.
We needed this. Michael Carrick, we have screamed a replacement for Michael Carrick. Casemiro has come in and he has been sensational. Top DM in the league right now, you could say. I know Thomas Partey's having a great season. We're talking about longevity. Casemiro today, phenomenal as well in terms of intercepting, but the passing could have been better. You got Malacia's come in, showed that energy, that tenacity today to stick it on Murray's. Love it. Lisandro Martinez, not complaining on the bench, comes on, 4 vital headers in the space of 5 minutes, heading that ball out, exactly what we needed. You got Anthony, who, yes, he didn't start, but he comes on and he shows a bit of grit. And do you know what I like about Anthony? I don't like him so much as a player and what he's bringing so far. He has to improve. But you know when shit gets tough or that game goes 2-1 like it did today, you know we're fighting for you on that pitch. We've got people now at Manchester United Football Club that are willing to fight for this shirt and do everything they can to put us in the best position possible. Bruno Fernandes has done interviews saying, you know what, under Oli and other managers, we were going into some big games thinking, can we actually win it? We're waking up this morning thinking we can actually win it. Well, guess what, people? Guess what, people?
Come on.
Can you hear it? We're winning big games. We are winning big games, and people might not like it. People can say you lost to Brentford, you lost to Brighton and all that. But today, do you know what? This is a bottle up of energy. You know when you have a bottle of Coke and it's just there and I'm waiting to release it? I can release it because there's no reason for me to doubt us anymore. And Daps, people are asking where Daps is. I can do my wind up on Daps because I'm allowed to do my little piece. I've got a voice note I'm going to play from now.
You know
but Daps ain't here.
Before we get to the voice note, though, because we've not really spoken on Man City. Mo, what do you think Pep Guardiola needs to change? Because whenever I talk, like, here from
I want Man United energy from you, Biz. Fuck the City talk for
I
a minute.
I hear that. Yeah. The City crack is really starting to happen. Like, in a couple of games' time, could Man City be in the top 4 race? Let's be honest now.
So. I don't think
Let's be honest now. Newcastle keep winning. United keep knocking on the door. Spurs win tomorrow. They got Spurs back to back. Spurs collected 4 points off them last season. 6 points of them last season, home and away.
I'm sorry, Biz. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying though, like when I hear from Tottenham, Man City fans, they always say to me, if Phil Foden plays, if Bernardo Silva plays, we have enough quality there to outplay any team in the world. Today, they had a lot of the ball, but they didn't outplay us.
Let me ask you. I'm gonna revert the question to you, and you're gonna answer it yourself. If Spurs win tomorrow, and I would ask you tomorrow to pick a title winner, who would you pick?
If Tottenham were to win tomorrow, you'd have to obviously go Man City on par.
Thank you. The problem is still, yes, they go through patches, right? Remember, Man City were third at this stage of the season last year. After 18 games, they were third, and they won the title. The thing about Man City is that, as Daps keeps saying, and Ty knows this, at the business end of the season, which is the last 12 games or something, you know what I mean? Remember, this is last year's December. This is not January. Guys, remember, the World Cup delayed this. Last year, game week 22 was played in the 21 was played in December. We are going towards mid-January. However, what I'm seeing from City is that this is not the same energy from the players. Who said that I would see City playing all these missed passes? I think their passes was not even 90% the first half. That's not City. City don't do that. No. And that's not only on the players. And I keep saying this, and I know that a lot of City and Daps, I went for Pep at halftime, and Daps said, no, Mo, don't do your clutching. I said, listen, last year we said about Jurgen Klopp, at the beginning of the season, I said, if one player is out of form or two players, I will point to the players. But if you have 5-6 players passing wrong on the pitch, it's on the coach. It's absolutely on the coach, right? It's on the coaching staff not picking the right players or not picking the right plan. Go ahead, Ty.
But this is the thing. Man City are proven, yeah? And Biz, you'll take this in as well. Man City have won. They're going for their third Premier League title. Man City are proven to, chase teams down. They've got that know-how. I have one question mark about this Man City team. Yes, they thrive in February, March, April, and May. But this is when the team is functioning. This is when the team has got a formation, a rhythm about it, that that they can put 12, 13, 14, 15 game runs together. They've gone out and signed a striker in Erling Haaland, who's a phenomenal finisher. We've said that. But to the team, are the team playing to, the team strengths, or they're playing to Haaland's strengths? Yeah. So when the team are now in a rut like this and they're trying to challenge Arsenal, they're still trying to find the best way to work with Erling Haaland. So it's not like they've got Aguero when they're talking about the Leroy Sané times where they've got the rhythm, they've played with each other for years. This is a Man City team that are still trying to adapt to a new way of playing football. And you've got to then focus on winning a 12, 15 game run or tracking down Arsenal, whatever it is, or trying to win the Champions League. So
is it next week?
Spurs City's this Thursday.
So it's Thursday coming.
Yeah, it's
All
Thursday.
right.
So
do you see Alvarez starting that game?
no, Haaland has to start. You sign Haaland for them big monies to start and play in them big games at home. They need a response. They need a comeback.
Being harsh.
They've lost to
You're being very
Southampton.
harsh.
The City have lost to Southampton and us. When was the last time they lose back-to-back games? They don't normally do that. But for me, this Man City team, I know they always come good in February, March, April, and May. But this is a different type of Man City when you're trying to change the way you're playing football, adapting to a new striker coming in. It's not going to be that easy under pressure. So I would love them to win the league over Arsenal. I admit it. I hate Liverpool with a passion, and I don't like Man City, but I also hate Arsenal. I've got loads of Arsenal fans. I'm from down south as well. I grew up with all them. I'd rather Man City.
You can't have this talk. You can't say City over Arsenal.
But there's
it's
someone
your
that could
club
spoil the
now.
party.
It's your
there's
club.
Someone, exactly. We're not having this talk because there's someone that could spoil the party. And it's us. I want to talk about Man United today. How good were we? How good was our mentality? How the subs changed the game? Rashford 9 and 9. At the moment, he's a top player over Erling Haaland right now. The best player on that pitch in 22 players is actually Rashford right now. We're talking about a Varane who's staying fit, and he's formidable when he's fit. A David De Gea, who actually was on the way out maybe this year, but he's proven himself to Ten Hag. Manchester United, this is our day. I want to talk about us, where we've improved, where no one rated us, no one saw this coming. We are on the form right now.
I did before the
Many people didn't believe in us, but Mo Ammon did. He did. Let me play Daps' voice note. Let me play Daps' voice note for the people. For the Man City fans, the long-awaited voice note. Yeah. Run up the likes. Big up everyone that's here, by the way. Big up everyone that's here. Thank you for being here. 50 of you on a Saturday at 3:30. I massively appreciate it. Me, the Biz and Mo. Obviously, yeah, keep liking, getting us out to a wider range of people.
I'm watching the game, a Liverpool game on the side.
What's the score, by the way?
0-0.
Okay, perfect. But I'm going to play Daps' voice note because people obviously been waiting for a bit of a City reaction. Daps was meant to come on with me today, people, but I couldn't understand. I can be a little bit of a wind-up. He probably didn't want a bit of the Thai smoke today, and I respect it, but he will be back. He will be back.
He needs to come on.
Listen, people, I'm going to keep this very short and very sweet. I'm not here today.
Oh, let me play it again. Sorry, there we go.
Very sweet. Listen, people,
don't put it so close to the mic.
I'm going to keep this very short and very sweet. I'm not here today because one thing I've learned is how to control myself and my mental health, and coming on the stream and ranting and swinging out at people that I shouldn't be swinging out at isn't the best way. I am very fucking hot. Today I am not a content creator today. I'm a football fan. And so I need to get out of the house and just be a normal person for the rest of the day. Love to Ty, love to Mo, love to Biz in the background. You lot celebrate your win. I don't want to be there to witness it. And I'll catch up with you all probably on Monday. Love people, smash a like. Content creator side.
Daps! No. I love ya. Great voice note, by the way. And I love that you said we can celebrate it and do it. Fair, and you know what? I respect that. Big up Daps. He says, love to me, Mo and Biz, and all you guys watching as well. But guys, Monday, he wants 48 hours off work. Mo, 48 hours. Do not sit there and
listen. It's not about losing. You know, I'm sorry.
We saw what we saw the World Cup add on 10 minutes in games. This is fucking 48 hours.
No. But hold on. Let's just put it into perspective. I'm not here. I'm defending my friend for one reason. If it was my club, and we got hard done by the referee like this, I would be fuming and I would need a break, to be honest. You guys don't feel it because you are Man United fans. And I win. Let me finish. Biz, let me finish.
No, but we've had to sit 6-3. 6-3.
No. Hold on, but you haven't done that. Yeah. The problem is, no. You're not listening to me. You're not listening.
Last season,
you're not listening.
Them have a practice match.
You're not listening. It's not about the loss. You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not listening.
Come on.
Biz, you're not listening. It's not about the loss. If this was the loss, I would say it's a sore loser. But like, if you lose the game and you're like, oh, no, I don't want to come in and I don't want to do that. Yes. However, Daps was talking about he thinks he's hard done by the referee, by the pressure of the crowd. I can agree on that goal. I think that goal is, and I said it, I'm going to say it's one of the worst offside decisions I've seen. However, things go your way. You don't agree. This is my opinion. Tim Howard said exactly the same. And Tim Howard is an ex-Man United player, isn't he?
No, cool.
He said, he said, I don't know how they given this a goal. It's not only me, Ty.
But even but BT Sport here, when they went to Peter Walton, who's the actual former referee, he goes, the goal has to be given.
Listen, I explained to you why, and it's not only me. I said that explanation and Tim Howard said exactly the same.
But look
and
at this, Mo. Everyone has excuses. When there's losses, there is excuses.
No. But
I'm not saying that Daps is not wrong for being angry.
If there was a blatant call for you,
Mo, this is what's annoying me though. I feel like this VAR decision is going to overshadow Manchester United's hard work of winning.
Yeah, the problem is yes,
and that's not right.
Yes, it's right. It's correct. I'm sorry.
So what, we're just going to blame refs now for 96 minutes of football?
No, you're not. But the problem is today, Stuart Atwell, you could have won. By the way, you could have come back because you scored the goal. That's a very amazing goal. The problem is that this decision is going to, no one is going to, I'm telling you, Ty, only Man United fans and Man United papers and Man United news outlets will talk about how good Man United. And I came here and I told you we're absolutely great in the first half. Second half, it didn't start good. But I'm telling you, every single newspaper are going to talk about the referee decision and affected the game. You're not going to feel it because you're a Man United fan and I win. Listen, I won games, my club, Inter, with referee's decision. And I said, fuck you. I won the game. A win is a win. Exactly. I said that. Exactly. I'm coming here as a neutral and I'm telling you how people feel.
Yeah.
And you have to accept it, Ty. Yeah. A win is a win. Listen, like Arsenal last year, but it was not as bad as this. But Man City last year, they celebrated the win against Arsenal, even though I thought the penalty was not that close, was not that, and they went and gave a penalty. Man City said, I will celebrate it. So sometimes calls go. If VAR Room and Stuart Atwell thought it's not offside, it's their call. They are reffing the game. It's not me.
And how many people did you say in that room? How many people?
You're muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Am I muted?
Yeah, your mic is muted. Anyway, I'm going to keep telling you what I think. They thought it's a goal. It's a legit goal. Good for Arsenal fans. Go for Spurs. Go for Man United fans.
Be back now.
However, as a neutral, I'm coming here and I was telling you, I wanted United to win for the sake of the league. Because if City win, you are in top 4, you're not in a title race. I wanted you to be in a title race because I wanted to be closer to each other. But I have to be honest with myself. I'm not going to just lie to you and lie to myself and tell you this was a legit goal. It, in my opinion, is not. If you have people saying it's a legit goal, fine with them.
But I want to. How many people did you say were in that
people
VAR
can hear
room?
Maybe it's only me.
How many people did you say were in that VAR room? 6. Was it 6?
Let me test something. Maybe
did you say there's 6 people in the VAR? Earlier you said there's 6 people in the VAR room. That's right, isn't it?
It's mine.
Yeah, 6. Can you hear me?
I think it's mine.
Oh, can you hear me?
Go ahead. It's mine. It's me.
Oh, but how many people did you say were in that VAR room? You said 6, yeah? Oh, you can't hear me still, innit?
Is he gone off?
I don't know. Oh, well, people, all I'm going to say is Mo said 6 people are in that VAR room. How many points are Manchester United off the title or the top? 6. So we have something in common. Today's the day. 6 people in the VAR room, 6 points of Arsenal. We're coming. Add a couple of them, and you've got Rashford's goals in his last 9 games. We've got 9 goals. We are celebrating today. I'm good. Biz, is there anything today that you want to talk about? Like, you've watched that game, yeah?
Sure.
And the thing is, I'm going to say it now, people. I was watching the game with Biz, yeah? Was at my house. As Man United fans, I said at 1-0 down, done. Man United are not coming back into this game. I'm sorry, I did not see anything in that second half that showed me we could go on and win this game. Biz said, Ty, we're winning today. He put a little bit of, you want to call it cash, down on Manchester United. They're winning today. I said, I don't know where you're getting this belief from, but Biz, you believed. You've seen Manchester United for years. You've been Old Trafford for years.
I don't know why I can't hear you. I'm going to get out and come back again.
Cool.
Okay.
You've been Manchester United for years, but you believe today. Like, is there anything that you want to get off your chest? Are we in a title race? Is this the second coming of Manchester United? Have people got to start recognizing us? What is it?
Do you know what? Yeah, I think top 4 solidified.
Top 4's done.
I think top 4 solidified. This next week is massive. We've got to go away to Palace. It's a tricky place. We can pick up 3 points there. We'll pick up 3 points. Next week, we'll go away to Arsenal. Funny enough, coming into this game, I was always more confident winning today. I just believe we were winning today. Next week, I'm not so confident in getting 3 points at Arsenal. But if we can get a point, it's a point closer to ever gaining closer to that top
You know
spot.
what, Biz? You know what, Biz? Arsenal are gonna play into your hands. You don't think so? They're gonna press hard. They're gonna do the same as City today, and then you can hit them behind. If Rashford, I don't know the extension of his injury, to be honest.
Hip. I think he'll be all right. A bit of a bang. That's it.
Okay.
Impact injury. That's what they call him.
He's your best player at the moment.
He's our best player. I mean, I think he leveled the record today.
Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Van Nistelrooy, and I think Dennis Violet, ex-United legend, and was it 9? Was it how many? Sorry, 9
home games in a row.
9 home games in a row. So literally, the next home game, let's hope so he breaks the record. But what a turnaround it has been for Marcus, man! Like beginning of the season, people were saying to sell him, get rid of him. He's done at Manchester United. No way, bro. This kid is done. Like literally, like he might not be the most technically gifted. You know, you have the forwards that we have in our team, like Sancho, Anthony, Martial. They're more technically gifted, got quality, close control. But with Marcus, bro, I just don't think he fears anything. He don't.
Guys, can you hear us in the chat? Someone said it's muted. I
can. I will carry on talking, but yes, let us know in the comments if you could hear Mo. Then just then. I know Grizzly a bit on the flow of Rashford.
So I just don't think nothing ever fears him. Like even at the end when he done his like post-match interview, everyone's celebrating and that, but it's almost like he's already thinking of the next game. He's already ahead of the game, and like the bounce back has been sensational. Like last year, I was having a few convos with a few people. Shout out Sam and Saka ahead of Rashford. I don't know about that right now. Let's be honest, Rashford is.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. You are being reactionary now, right?
No, but you know what it is? Like, all right, cool. I'm being reactionary at this moment of time now. But let's think about it, bro. Out of the last 3 seasons, he has got 30 plus goal contributions in 2 out of the last 3 seasons. That is not a reactionary opinion. Yeah?
Big. Rashford over Saka.
Come on now. Like, is Saka going to get those numbers? We talk about performances, but numbers count when it comes to the end of the season.
Rashford over Saka, you know.
I was hearing Schmeichel, bring in Saeed, but I was hearing Schmeichel talking about Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford.
The city is yours. The city is yours.
Mo, you're gonna have to come back after. Let's see what Saeed's got to say, man.
Are you fucking sure?
Come on!
Where's that?
Come on!
Where's that?
He didn't want to be on.
Where is he?
He's not with it.
Huey bottled it. He was meant to come and meet me after the game. Where are you, Huey? City.
They're not here.
Listen, Haaland's in here. He's in Shaw's pocket. That's where he is.
Saeed, mate. Manchester is red today. Cass is here. Cass, tell the people. Run your bars for the people.
Aye. Roberto Carlos is now Shordini. You get me? Like, you can left back, left centre back, don't matter, yeah? I tell you for free, yeah? City are not that good. They're not that good. Try to pass around the back bears, like, allow it, man. What, 1 shot on target? Not trying to hear that shit. Bun that, man. City are dead, bro. You think you're winning the league? Alright, goodbye. It's all done. We're coming for the league,
what,
bro.
Cass, are you saying now 2 more games, we win them? Is it title
bro, title contention talks. What? Tell me I'm wrong.
Energy.
Tell me I'm wrong. I lost my voice. I win a second goal winning. I started crying.
I felt like that.
It's been a minute.
Oh my God, Cass, I said to Biz, I want to cry.
Huh?
I said to Biz the same thing. I was like, I feel like I want to cry.
Bro, I was crying. Erik 10 Hag masterclass. I was going to say, man, Pep Guardiola, your time's done. Everything's come to an end. Let's go.
Yeah.
Can't even win a Champions League. Allow it, man. Get out of here, man.
I love it. Hey, Cass, just so the people know, are you on tonight? Are you doing a show tonight so the people know?
I doubt I'll be back in time and with energy to do that, but
okay.
Tomorrow. I'm going to say tomorrow, right? Yeah, Daps is going to be there.
Daps better be there, but listen.
Hey, Saeed, well. Daps has actually said he needs a 48-hour break.
Bro, we beat Crystal Palace on Wednesday, and I tell you what, man, win the Arsenal game and it's on. The title is on. Win the Arsenal game on Sunday and the title is on. Beat Palace, beat Arsenal and it's on. really,
love
really
it.
is on, man.
I love it. Guys, make sure you go and check Saeed TV's channel, man. Reaction out. You got the reaction out now, Saeed, yeah?
Yeah, go check it out. Match reactions out,
Yeah.
man.
There
Madness.
you
It
go.
was scenes.
Quickly,
And
one
also,
more thing. Go on.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, say match vlog. The match vlog later on. Scenes.
Yeah, love that. Hey, and Biz is saying, Biz is next to me. Biz just said Rashford over Saka right now.
We're having it.
We're having it.
Let's have
We're
it.
having it.
Get it there.
Aye, big up.
Hey, one more thing. Oh,
Oh,
it's
he's
gone.
gone.
I was gonna say, Nuruddin, tell him it's time to get giddy, bro.
Aye, it's
now,
energy
bro.
today, people. Big up. Oh, sorry, big up. Go ahead, Mo. Do the comments. You want to run the comments quickly?
Yeah. Just thank you for the super chat, Cameron. He say Cam. That's Cam from I think Cam.
Yeah,
Canadian
it's Football
Cam.
Terrace Cam. It's
Oh,
Football Terrace Cam.
Cam, Canadian
Wow.
Cam. Title race is on now.
Woo.
No more two more games time.
None of this Palace
I
and
said it.
Arsenal
Listen,
talk.
you're 1 point behind. Tomorrow, title race is on. Spurs win tomorrow. You're tomorrow? You're like 5 points behind Arsenal, right? And
So
you
we're
still
6
have
off
to play
Arsenal
them.
now. So if they lose, it stays 6, and we could be 3
6.
points behind them. We could be 3 going into the game against Arsenal next week. Wow.
Yeah. And
Wow.
then that would be, and then Spurs still have to play Arsenal, and at this Tottenham Stadium, Arsenal still have to go to the Etihad.
Arsenal got to go City in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yes, and then they, I think they come to you, right? Because you played them at the Emirates. No, it's the other way around.
Yeah. We're going them next week, but still, we're playing confidence like this, and we got players fit. This is what we want. This is the energy. What you said earlier is what we're getting right now. We don't want a 2-horse race. We want all teams involved, as many as possible. Man United today either lost today and the title talk was done for the rest of the season, or people were talking about us.
I can't believe that Man United fans are talking about the title.
What if Newcastle win tomorrow? What are they going? If Newcastle win tomorrow, they go level on points with us. You know?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Listen, man. This is what one sign. I'm just gonna say it. One signing can change everything. Casemiro, me and you, Ty, we did, and Daps and Cass, we did this preseason predictions. That was before the Casemiro signing, and we said we'll see Man United maybe get top 4, maybe not. And then after Casemiro, I said they're getting top 4 because I see Ten Hag as a good coach, but Casemiro proved that one signing can change your season.
Everything.
Can change the way you play, can change the confidence of people around
the
him.
Mentality,
Yes,
the guidance. It's been formidable. And do you know what? It's so funny because some people actually doubted Casemiro. When we signed him for 60 million, people were like, Real Madrid have done it again. 30 years of age, 60 million, we've let him go. They wanted De Jong, now they've got Casemiro. And I was one of them ones, that I love Casemiro and I really rate him and I always have. However, I just thought, would he have the legs for the Premier League? That's the only thing I was questioning. It doesn't matter about the legs because when you've got this, you're already one step ahead of the legs, and he's been a dynamite signing. And big up the rest of the signings as well, man.
Can we? I want to get him get Biz a little bit. I know this is never a foul. I want a little bit talk about City. I want to talk about City a little bit. I want to give 5.
Let him say one more point then on United.
Go ahead.
It's starting to feel how things were shaping up in 2006 when Roy Keane obviously left the club. And then we got Michael Carrick in. And then we had Van Nistelrooy scoring goals all the time, but the system didn't fit right. And then he moved on, similar how Ronaldo's moved on. We had Louis Saha come in. Louis Saha only scored 12 goals in the season that we scored. We won the league. But the system started to flow. Carrick coming in, Scholes was revived once again. And I'm just seeing it with this, since the Casemiro has come in, it's taken him a few games to get used to the pace. But since he has come in, bro, the mentality is just breathing through this team now. And I never thought this signing would become so pivotal.
Best signing since Alex Ferguson.
And it's been the best signing within the last 10 years. I'm not gonna lie. Bruno's been great for us, and there hasn't really been anyone else.
But it's just what he does off the ball, on the ball, and for the team.
Yeah.
Casemiro
is sensational, man. Fantastic. We need him to stay fit for the rest of the season, and definitely title race charge is fully on.
one more thing is that Luke Shaw today was absolutely fantastic as a centre back, which gives a little bit of room for you to let Maguire go if you can get a left back. And because I'm hearing a rumor that he's going to Aston Villa, Maguire
maybe in the summer.
I think it'll be a summer move.
It'll be a summer move. Anyway, for City though, let me just ask you something. Is this? I know I don't want to be reactionary to a loss. However, do you think some of these players is just end of their, like, I want to say Bernardo doesn't want to be there. Daps said it. Daps said it. Kevin De Bruyne has been absolutely immense this year, but Riyad Mahrez today was, to be honest, was like physically he wasn't up to the task against Malaysia, and it was very obvious. You know what I mean? Even though Mahrez is an absolute an amazing player on the ball, but Malaysia today, from the first minute, it was like, you're not turning. You know what I mean? You're not turning facing me. The first half. So, do you think also got to remember today that Akanji and Ake, they're not the starting center back. Diaz, Laporte, and Stone. So I was telling Daps that people have to cut you some slack, but then Daps responded and said, with the amount of money we spend, nobody should cut us some slack because we spend a lot of money. So we should have the depth. It doesn't matter if these players are out. So today Akanji was a little bit poor because everything was going through his side. Cancelo on the left was good. Kyle Walker was okay, but the goal came from his side as well.
Do you know what, Mo? I think your question, right? We'll just do a few more minutes. We'll wrap up before the hour.
Yes.
But I think that is a very good question because it links to what Gundogan said in the week when they lost to Southampton. He done an interview after the game, and he said something's not quite right with us at Manchester City at the moment and the players. Now, they've won a lot and they've been successful, but they've not won that the Champions League, which is what they want. But, you know, Pep signed a new deal when there was doubts about whether he was going to stay or not. And there just seems to be, obviously, he's staying now and he signed that contract. But players like Bernardo, he wants to leave. You've got Gundogan, who's on his, he stayed, but people thought he was going to leave last summer. You've got De Bruyne, despite how fantastic he is, he's still nearly 32 next year or whatever it is. He's still aging. You've got Riyad Mahrez, the same. Aging, Foden, the golden ball, the golden generation, who he is a brilliant player. You've got other players around him like Saka's and others who are stepping up for their clubs. Foden's kind of letting games pass him by. He shouldn't be.
First sub today, Ty. First sub out today.
He's got first sub out today, and then you've got João Cancelo. We're talking about him being the best wing back in the world last year. Now he's playing at right back in some games and looking poor. He's playing for Portugal and getting dropped for Diogo Dalot, and then he's coming back into the side today at left back, and he's not even clicking. Something's not right with this team, and I'm telling you now, when you're challenging for Premier Leagues and you're challenging for the Champions League, you don't want to have more than 2 or 3 of your key players not really at it. Manchester City right now have got 5 or 6 not at it.
Do you know what I've noticed with the Man City team? It might not just be the problem that's on the pitch, it's off the pitch as well. Fernandinho, a leader. Do you know what I mean? Someone that can galvanize the team together, keep them going. That's a big miss this season. You know, a couple of games he could come in and give Rodri a couple nights off. Calvin Phillips hasn't really cut them.
No, he's been injured. He's not,
Alvarez, he's probably been their brightest spark this season, if anything. I know Haaland's had a great start to the season, but I think this is 4 games without a goal now. It's starting.
5 goals in their last 7 away games for City.
Yeah, it's just not.
Me and Mo, do you know what I'll never forget? You know what I'll never forget, Mo, though? You know what I'll never forget, Mo? Me and you were one of the first people to actually start questioning this City team from early. We saw the Haaland effect, but we were thinking as a team, me and you were like, something's not right. I think it was after like a Dortmund game. Do you remember when you came on a stream?
Yeah.
And we were like, something's just not right. And we're seeing it. And I don't know. Something's got to change.
Even though they won that game, you remember, Ty, they won that game. Or no, they drew 1-1, and we said, it doesn't look like the same City team.
No.
It looks like players are around Haaland and trying to play to his strengths. But City was always about the way they play, not the way players play.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you one question. I'm gonna ask you guys one question. We're gonna wrap it up after this, and we're gonna leave it here. Big up everyone that's watching. Make sure you smash a like and everything. Our thoughts on the offside goal and whatever, we've done that already. So please go back and watch the stream and keep supporting. Yes or no question. Pep Guardiola, Man City, they're struggling at the moment. Does he change it around, and do they win the Premier League as of today, Mo?
Yes. I think he's the best coach in the world, yes.
Okay. Yeah. Biz, do you think they do?
You know what, yeah? You know what? I said I believed Arsenal had wrapped the league up 2 weeks ago, and if they'd got the win against Newcastle, I think it would have been done and dusted. I still somehow think Arsenal are going to just snatch this league. I think they've got the lead now, and I just don't see them dropping much points within.
What if they lose tomorrow?
Games that
What if they lose tomorrow?
Even if they lose tomorrow, I still think they may bounce back against us. And even if it's a draw, it's enough to keep the mentality going. And then Jesus comes back. That's going to be like a new signing. I think Arsenal might just about nick this one.
Interesting. Well, we're going to find out tomorrow with the North London derby. There will be a show tomorrow. Rivals, not virals, people. So make here for that. Me, that's whoever it is, we will be here. Big up everyone that's been watching. They're going to be back very, very soon. But today, Manchester is red. Today, Manchester United are in the title race. Today, Mo believed in us even more than he did last week. And on that note, guys, have a great day. The VAR decision lives on. Was it offside? Was it not? It doesn't matter now, does it, Mo?
It doesn't. A win is a win.
It doesn't.
There
you go.
Manchester's red, boys. Come on.